Hello, everyone. Welcome to the DPB Podcast. This is episode number 50 for the week of July 25th, 2016.
Lots and lots happening. It is great to be part of the initial podcast for Disney Pins blog. Disney Pins blog podcast.
Of the Disney Pins blog.
The Disney Pins blog.
The Disney Pins blog podcast.
We hope to hear all about it.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It is Ryan and Matt with Disney Pins blog. How is it going, brother?
Ryan, I am feeling so excited right now. I'm feeling pumped. This is our 50th episode of the DPB podcast. And Ryan, we have a lots and lots happening. It's gonna be it's gonna be a grand episode. We have announcements. We have so much pin news. We have breaking news. So let's get started with our first big announcement. Ryan, we are doing a 50th Disney Pin blog podcast giveaway exclusively for our listeners at Disney Pins blog for the podcast. So Ryan, why don't you go?
Yes, we are. So I'll give you guys some details on the giveaway. It is exclusive for podcast listeners. So how you enter? Well, first we'll let you know what you are going to.
Yeah, we missed that part.
What you are entering. So this is for a Pin Trader starter set. This is a cutie lanyard series. There's 8 different pins and a lanyard. They feature classic Disney characters. And this is what you'll be entering to win. This was originally released back in March of 2015. I believe the retail price is around $20, and it's not available in the parks anymore. It's been discontinued. So
yeah, it's all gone. So definitely in a very exclusive 8 Disney pins and a lanyard, Ryan.
Yeah,
for free.
Yeah, for free.
For free, you can't go wrong with that.
So the way to enter is so you can either listen to the podcast on the website or on iTunes or watch on YouTube, but there's only going to be one way to enter. So you have to go to DisneyPinsBlog.com and click on the blog post for the podcast. Or if you want to go straight to the podcast page, type in dpbpodcast.com, and you'll see the very first link on that page, episode number 50. Click on episode number 50, and on the blog post, just comment, Happy 50.
Happy 50.
That's the keyword.
HAPPY 50.
Yes. Happy 50, and then you'll be entered to win the lanyard starter set. You have about a week to enter. We're going to end the giveaway on Saturday, July 30th. So you have up until Saturday, July 30th. We're going to pick a winner on Sunday, July 31st, and we will announce it on the winner on next week's podcast. And then we'll send you an email to get your shipping information to send out your gift. So just a little thank you for the podcast listeners.
Yes, this really is incredible, Ryan. Very incredible.
What?
Yeah, for those who are listening and not watching on YouTube, I'm wearing a Mr. Incredible shirt, so that is what that reference is about. But yes, it is an incredible thing going on here. And again, thank you for watching us and just a little appreciation for you guys.
Yes, and speaking of giveaways, we still have the $25 Disney gift card giveaway currently running on the website. This started last week. It's a sponsored giveaway by Gemmer. And $25 Disney gift card. You can go to the giveaways tab at DisneyPinsBlog.com for information on how to enter that as well. So, all right, that's our first announcement of the 50th episode.
Yeah, so there's plenty more to go. But Ryan, we have a lot of pin news to cover this week. I feel like we're all over the place with pin news. So let's get started with that.
Yeah, tons and tons of pin news. So we're going to actually jump back to last week because last week's podcast, we didn't mention the pin releases for last week because Disney didn't announce them yet. So this is for July 2016, week 3. Starting over at Disneyland, we had the next annual pass holder exclusive pin. This is a bi-monthly collection. It featured Stitch, It's a hinge pin for the 60th anniversary.
Right? They just had a celebration for 61. I think we're done now.
Yeah,
I think we're done. But I'm gonna let it go.
Let it go.
I'm gonna let it, yeah.
It's a limited edition of 3,000 pin. Retail price is $15.99, and it was only available at Disneyland on July 21st. And there was another pin set that was released, the Bon Vivant, which is part of a series over at Disneyland Resort. I believe there's 6 pins in this collection. This is series number 2, and it's limited edition of 1,500, only available at Disneyland. Heading over to Walt Disney World. This got a lot of attention last week. There's a new Main Street Magic Mystery Pin Collection, which I absolutely love this collection. It features different buildings on Main Street with characters next to it. And it's a limited release with limited edition chaser pins. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really do like this set. I know you mentioned the next set later on this podcast, but this is like a great representation of Main Street with the classic characters in it, and I love it. I would definitely want to pick one up next time I'm over there.
Yeah, definitely a really cool set. There's also a new open edition, The Jungle Book, Alive with Magic pin. This is, of course, for the new nighttime spectacular at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Retail price is $9.99 for that pin. There's a new open edition Walt Disney World jeweled pin. So it features Cinderella Castle with a bunch of, looks like diamonds all over it. And it says Walt Disney World Resort below. Retail price is $9.99 for that pin. Which you'd think this would go with the Disneyland Diamond celebration. It's starting to make its way over to Walt Disney World.
No, we're celebrating 45 years, so hopefully it's not the 45th anniversary. No, of Magic Kingdom, I should say.
Yeah. That's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the shared pin releases last week, there was a new Love Letters Pin of the Month featuring Lady and the Tramp, and that was limited edition of 3,000. Retail price is $15.99. And it's a hinge pin. It opens up and says, Pidge, open up your eyes to what a dog's life really can be.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
Yeah. Then there's another Skull Head open edition pin release, which is very unique. It features the Hitchhiking Ghost from the Haunted Mansion on it. That's available at both coasts, $9.99 retail price. Then there was a Jack Skellington open edition pin release. It's got like a 3D element to it. Kind of reminds me of the Marie pin that was released a few weeks back. And there was also a Gus and Jack 2 on a card pin release from the Mice from Cinderella. Retail price for that was $14.99 on both coasts. And I also believe that was available in the Shop Parks app.
Yeah, we missed a lot last week.
Yeah. Well, we weren't notified until after we recorded the podcast of the new releases last week.
Yeah,
so
it happens sometimes.
Yeah, there was lots of open edition pin releases, which is nice to see. They keep refreshing those as well.
Exactly.
All right, let's head into the regular pin news for this week. Let's just stay at Disney Parks in America. There is a new pin trading starter set called Delicious Disney, and it features classic characters holding treats like a Dole Whip, popcorn, a Mickey's Premium Bar, and cotton candy. Matt and I are laughing just because we mentioned this on a few episodes back on one of the pins that I would like to see Disney make. I feel like there's not a lot of food pins, honestly.
That's very true.
Listen to this.
I'm listening.
I would like a booster pack that's like Disney treats. But what I was really thinking of was like a Dole Whip pin, a churro pin, a turkey leg pin. I think that'd be cool. It'd be a fun booster pack. So, and here they are.
Yes, I'm telling you, Ryan. The theory is true. They are listening, and they whipped it out real quick.
Yeah.
It was on the episode when we talked about our favorite booster set. This is close enough. And what this Ryan, your favorite snack is a Dole Whip.
Right.
Come on.
I know. It's there.
It's there. This is your set. You got to fulfill your dream now. You have to go buy it.
I will have to pick that up.
Yeah.
So this is released on both coasts, Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Retail price for the 4 pins in the lanyard is $27.95. So pretty cool there. Heading over to Disneyland, like we mentioned a little bit ago, they celebrated their 61st anniversary a couple weeks ago. And there was a cast member exclusive pin that was just released for the 61st anniversary. And it's pretty cool. It has a couple dancing on it. It's kind of like a retro style pin, and it was exclusive to cast members, released on July 14th, 2016 at the cast member store at Disneyland, and it was limited edition of 1,000.
It looks very similar to the date night pins that were released a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it does.
It has that same style to it, very like retro feel.
Yes,
so, yeah.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
So we had some more big pin news this past week. We got another preview of the Magic Kingdom 45th anniversary pins being released at Walt Disney World this fall. So a couple months ago, we did get a preview of 2 open edition pins that are going to be released in the fall. The 45th anniversary, by the way, is on October 1st, 2016, for those who didn't know. But yeah, we got a sneak preview of some of the upcoming pins. One is a new mystery pin collection, which I think is really, really cool.
Oh, it's amazing.
It has different attractions that were there on opening day, and just really cool. There's 2 pins in the collection, or 2 pins per box, 8 pins total.
Well, Ryan, I don't think all attractions were there opening day. I don't think Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was there.
Oh,
on
yeah,
opening day.
sorry.
But most of them were there on opening day.
Yeah. Like, well, yeah, I guess was
All but
yeah.
Haunted Mansion was there. So I'm pretty sure Splash Mountain was there. I think
Pirates was
all.
there.
Yeah, I guess all of them, but the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yeah.
So,
all right, so that wasn't too far.
Yeah, it wasn't too far. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so that's a cool mystery pin collection. There's a new logo pin which features Cinderella Castle. It has 45th anniversary on it with Magic Kingdom below it. There's a pass holder exclusive pin. It's a hinge pin. On the front, it says WDW, and then when you open it up, it has Mickey on the inside, and it says 45th anniversary. I'm assuming that pin's probably going to be a limited edition, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. And then there's going to be a lanyard medal for the bottom of your lanyard. Basically has the 45th anniversary logo with Mickey and the castle. And then, of course, the 2 pins that we already saw that had Mickey, and there's another one with Tinkerbell on it. So we don't have an official release date for those yet. Disney Parks blog is just saying fall 2016. So I'm assuming sometime in September we'll probably see them.
Yeah, close to it.
Yep. All right, heading over to Aulani, a Disney resort and spa in Hawaii. There was a new booster pin set that was released. Pretty unique. The back card of it has an outline of the island, and then it has 4 different pins. It has an Aulani logo pin that says The Gathering Place, a Mickey Mouse pin with a ukulele, Goofy on a surfboard, and then Pluto next to a seashell.
They are very. I know a lot of people that like to take the pins out of the packaging and add them to their collection. I feel like these are one of the few pins that you don't want to take out of that packaging because
right.
it looks really nice. They put them in certain locations around the island, and it just looks like, yeah, you don't want to move that.
It's a really cool display, I think.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, heading back to Walt Disney World, which, Matt, you had the opportunity to visit the Coca-Cola Store at Disney Springs.
Yes, I did.
Which seems really cool from the video that's up on the YouTube channel. They had a couple pin releases, though, which are exclusive to the store. One is a Orlando Ice Cold Sunshine pin, which I think is my favorite.
Yeah, definitely the favorite over there. That logo is on everything.
Oh, really?
Not just pins, yeah. Buttons, shirts, cups, you name it, that logo's on it.
Cool. Yeah, I like that pin. I'll probably have to pick that one up. It has a big sun on the back for those who are listening, with a Coke bottle, and then below in a cloud it says Orlando Ice Cold Sunshine. Then there's a Coke bottle pin that has the American flag kind of outline on it. Then there's another one that has the England flag on it. And then there's just the classic Coca-Cola polar bear pin, which is pretty unique. And then there's a few lanyards that were released. One says recycle on it. One says I used to be a soda bottle,
Okay.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then another recycle pin or recycle lanyard. One is black and one's white. So.
Yeah, and then our overview of what the store looks like. It's 3 stories long, and you can catch all of that on our YouTube channel.
Yes. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that video a lot. That was nice to watch.
Yeah, it's just like a nice overview, and like if you're curious of what the store looks like inside and all the merchandise they sell, just go check on the YouTube channel. It's called the Coca-Cola Store at Disney Springs. So
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of lanyards, there's also another lanyard that was released at Disney Parks featuring Toy Story, which people are loving this. When we posted it on social media, it really blew up.
Yeah, I love this lanyard.
This is perfect for the Pixar party too, for those who are attending.
Of course it is, yes.
It has Emperor Zurg on it, the aliens, and Buzz Lightyear. It's a not a reversible though, right? It's
Yeah,
just
no, it would have sold me if on the other side you had like Bullseye, Jesse, and Woody on the back, and that would have been like, oh, that's my lanyard. This is it.
But yeah, really cool lanyard. It's also available in the Shop Parks app, and the retail price is $8.99 for that. Just jumping back, I forgot to mention this when we mentioned the pins that were released last week. There was also an Alice in Wonderland 65th anniversary pin release last week on July 21st. So this kind of came out of nowhere. Disney announced it the day before, and then we got the blog post up. Basically, this celebrates the 65th anniversary of Alice in Wonderland, and there's a few different pin releases. One is Alice in a Bottle, which is limited edition of 3,000. There's Paint the Roses, limited edition 3,000. There's a Mad Tea Party pin, which is a hinge pin, I believe, which is limited edition of 3,500. There's a Mystery Puzzle set, which is really unique. It completes the teacup.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool.
Yeah, and it's a Reveal Conceal Mystery set. Then there was an Alice Down the Rabbit Hole mystery box set, which is limited edition of 500. And I heard they pulled some of these because some of the pins were too heavy for the paper on the box, and they were ripping off.
That's
yeah.
That's
so for those,
insane.
for those who did get it, be lucky that you got one that wasn't damaged, because I know they did pull some. And then there was a Queen of Hearts Maze frame pin set, limited edition of 200, and includes 7 pins.
That looks really nice. It's
Yeah,
all the
definitely
different
nice.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, nice piece of artwork, which is really cool.
Well, we'll see, Ryan. Going back to the first pin you announced, Alice in a Bottle. If you look in the background, there is a doorknob. For those who are, who are those,
There's doorknob collectors.
there's doorknob collectors. He's made another return yet again. So
You got to get that to be a doorknob completed. All right, heading over to Shanghai. There's a beautiful pin release this past week. It's a Tangled mural pin, limited edition of 800, exclusive to the Shanghai Disney Resort. And it's part of a Princess Seasonal Mosaic Murals collection, which I believe they're going to have one for each season with a different princess. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know that for sure. It came in a really cool box set. It's a big pin. It's got 2 double backs on it. And I would probably consider it a mini jumbo or a jumbo pin. So very, very nice. And I did see the retail price for this pin. It was 169, what is it, in China, yen or something. But the retail price on eBay for American dollars was $120. So.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so it definitely increased in value.
Yeah, but I mean, it's such a beautiful pin, though.
It really is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's move on. We got lots of pins.
Yeah, we have a lot, lots going on.
Lots going on. All right, heading over to Disney Store UK, there's a Jack-o'-lantern Stitch pin. This is going to be released on July 26th, this week on Tuesday. And it's limited edition of 1,000, exclusive to the Disney Store in Europe. Pretty cool.
It's a very unique pin,
yeah,
to say the least.
Stitch is a pumpkin.
Stitch is a pumpkin, yes.
Yeah. We got some other really cool news coming out of Comic-Con. For those familiar with San Diego Comic-Con, they had a exclusive Marvel pin release. We did cover this event last year as well. Marvel did have pins in 2015. They returned in 2016 with a 28 pin collection.
Wow.
Featuring different Marvel characters. Matt, what are your thoughts on these?
They're definitely like a quirky version of the normal Marvel pins that you would typically see, or Marvel in general. It's definitely like a wacky, kiddish version of them. I do like how they're like all over the place. Really, they are. And you have like just Tony Stark, and you have Daredevil, who is a blind superhero, but he's trying to balance himself, which is quite funny. Yeah. And then you have Deadpool, which is upside down, just shooting, looks like toy guns with like rubber attached to it. So, yeah. So I mean, it's definitely a unique set here. Definitely different, really different. Even they have Black Panther, who is essentially is a cat. But he's playing with a ball of yarn. So It's definitely a unique set. But I like it. I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way and get all 28 of these, but it's definitely a unique collection that's very interesting to have. Yeah.
Yeah. If you were at San Diego Comic-Con, you would probably go to the Marvel booth and maybe buy a pack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll probably just like see what I'll probably pick up maybe at least 2 of these.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, yeah, I just asked because I knew you love Marvel.
Yes, I do.
Marvel pins. So.
Yeah, I do like Marvel pins.
Cool. So, yes, that's San Diego Comic-Con, which is a 4-day event. All right, moving on. There was a Jack and Friends Ear Hat Mystery Pin Collection released at Disney Parks on both coasts, which is kind of cool. Got a lot of attention this week as well. They're just ear hat pins with featuring different characters from The Nightmare Before Christmas. There's an 8-ear collection, or eight pins in total. 2 randomly selected pins per box, and the retail price is $15.99. Also, there was a new booster pin set that was released featuring Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm a huge Pirates of the Caribbean fan and pin collector of Pirates. I think these pins are pretty unique. I'm more on the attraction side of things, but they're definitely pretty cool. They feature like the new style Mickey and Minnie characters dressed as pirates. There's a Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Pluto. 4 pins in this booster set, and the retail price is $26.99 for those 4 pins.
I do like how Pluto is holding the keys, just like in the attraction, like a dog is holding the keys to the jail cell. I feel like that's probably my favorite pin out of all 4 of these, because like it does have like the classic character doing a very iconic scene in the ride.
That's probably my favorite too, man. I like that one a lot. There's also, speaking of Alice in Wonderland's 65th anniversary, there was a cast member pin that was released a couple of days ago. And as that I know, this is only available at Walt Disney World. But correct me if I'm wrong, cast members over at Disneyland, if you were able to pick up this pin. It was released on July 21st. It's limited edition of 1,000, available at Company D. Our blogger at Disney Pins blog, Jennifer, she works for Disney, and she was able to go and get us a picture of this. It's pretty cool. It says Alice in Wonderland at the top and kind of has her like falling. And then down at the bottom it says 65th anniversary, 1951. So, pretty cool pin there. Moving on, I got my Disney Park Pack in this past week for
That's
July
exciting.
2016. Yep, we're going to have a video up on the YouTube channel of the unboxing pretty soon. This one features a brand new, 3 brand new pins. One limited edition of 500, which features Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. And there's 4 different variants of this pin. And then the 2 open edition pins in the park pack feature Hades, which he has a retail price of $9.99. And then Madam Meme from Sword in the Stone, open edition, retail price $8.99. And people seem to like the Madam Meme because you don't really see her that much. And Big Thunder as well. So those 2 open edition.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm more of interested in Hades over there.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah, because you don't see a lot of Hades pin either. Like you don't see a lot of these pins at all, really. So this is a good park pack this month.
Yeah, I was happy with this park pack. Because I'm also a fan of Big Thunder Mountain, so
right, yeah.
I kept that pin. Yeah, so those two open edition pins will be available at Disney parks very soon. Also, a new Star Wars pin starter set arrives at Disney parks for featuring The Force Awakens. It comes with 4 different pins, one featuring BB-8, the other one Kylo Ren, one with the Flame Trooper, and one with Poe. And the lanyard itself has the Rebel Alliance and First Order logos on it, which is pretty cool. And this starter set at retail price is $32.99, which I thought was a little bit high for four pins. But it is Star Wars, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I definitely do like this set. I do agree with you, though. The price point is a little too high, $32 for 4 pins and a lanyard. But again, it is Star Wars, and it's the hot thing right now. So
yeah. I do like that BB-8 pin, too.
Yeah, the BB-8 looks cool, yeah.
It's pretty cool. Heading back to Shanghai real quick, there was a new map pin set that was released, or map frame set, for that matter. This is really, really unique.
Yeah.
It basically is just a huge picture of the frame, or of the map of Shanghai Disneyland, and then each land features a different pin, which is really cool. There's Mickey Avenue, Adventure Isle, Treasure Cove, Gardens of Imagination, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. This frame pin set is a limited edition of 1,000, and I don't have a retail price on it, but I'm assuming it's expensive.
Yeah, you can assume correct.
Yeah. So I did see it on eBay, actually, for around $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of those things where, this is exclusively as a frame set, but the pins just go along. You don't want to take those pins out of that setting. It's
right. That's something you hang on the wall.
Exactly. Yeah, but it looks
great. That's a piece of art.
It is art.
All right, so I think that is going to do it for the pin news this week. Let's talk about the new releases on July 28th, this Thursday. So at Disneyland, they are getting their Main Street Magic pin collection, which is really cool. Walt Disney World got last week. This is the one with the buildings on Main Street, featuring the different characters. It does seem a bit different.
Yeah,
same style, but yeah, about this a little bit different. It's a limited release with limited edition chasers, and that's available on Thursday. And then we have 2 shared pin releases at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. One is the Disney Duets Pin of the Month. This one features Scar and Simba from The Lion King. And this is the 7th pin in this series. It's limited edition of 3,000. Retail price is $14.99. Also available on Thursday, July 28th. And then there's a new Character Connection pin collection. These are kind of like the puzzle piece pins. This one features The Nightmare Before Christmas. And each box contains 1 pin. Retail price is $12.99 for that one randomly selected pin. And it's limited edition with lower edition size chaser pins, just like we had a Finding Nemo one, a Stitch one earlier this year. So that'll be available on both coasts, Disneyland and Walt Disney World, this week as well. Whew! Anything else?
I think you covered it all, Ryan.
A lot of pin news.
That's definitely a lot of pin news you covered there.
This is probably one of our biggest weeks for pin news.
Oh, it's our biggest episode, so we have to get the biggest amount of news. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so let's give you a break.
Yeah, did I miss anything? I think I got it all.
You got it all. I was following along. You got it all. So I'm gonna give you a break. Let's step into park happenings real quick, and let's start off at Disney Springs. I feel like a new store is opening up every week. Now they just keep popping up. But this week, a new Anthropology store opened up at Disney Springs Town Center. Is a 2-story store. It is open in it's one of the flagship stores, I guess one of the main ones that they advertise, and it looks really nice in there. They sell anything from clothing to fabrics and stuff like that. So if you are a Anthropology store person, then this is go to Disney Springs.
There you go.
There you go.
There and shop around.
There you go. That's pretty much what the goal is at Disney Springs now, just shopping around. It's really busy there. I mean, people I feel like are dressing up really nice just to go to Disney Springs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
That's
feel like
cool, though.
I feel like people are dressing up for it. So
Nice.
looks really nice. And then last but not least is really quick. Big news coming out. I'm hopping over to Disneyland. It was announced at the Marvel panel at San Diego Comic-Con that Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Disneyland is closing, being replaced by a Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout attraction coming in the summer of 2017. So the attraction right now is currently at Disney's California Adventure. They're saying that the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror ride is going to be closing in early 2017, with the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction opening in the summer of 2017. That is a huge turnaround, Ryan.
That really is, especially when you think about Frozen and Maelstrom. I think that took over a year.
That took about a year, about a year and a half or so to when it broke down and when it came back up and running. But you're talking about a couple months here, so they're expecting to do a very quick turnaround. And I wouldn't be surprised that this ride will be up and running as the D23 event next year comes about.
Right, very true.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we're probably going to talk a little bit about our thoughts on it, but this did blow up.
It did, yeah. It was breaking news last night, and we're getting some mixed feelings about it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I mean, as people know, I'm a big Marvel fan. Mm-hmm. I've never been to Disneyland, so I don't really have that much of an attachment to that current Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. So I can only say that I'm excited to see the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride, because this will be the first Marvel attraction that comes out, aside from Iron Man in Hong Kong. But this will be the first Marvel attraction in any of the parks, and this might be out before the Iron Man ride in Hong Kong comes out. And so, I mean, Disney got the rights to Marvel back in 2009. So now we're in 2016, and we're seeing it develop now with the movies and now into the theme parks. And so I think it's a good addition to. It looks like it's just a rebranding of it. Looks like it's going to be the still same up and down motion based on the photo, and they're just changing the outside of the design, changing the story as well as the inside, making more. We're going into, if anyone's seen the movie, we're going into the Collector's Fortress, and they have the Guardians of the Galaxy characters. They're trapped in his fortress, and it's up to Rocket and yourself to save the day. So yeah, definitely. Ryan, what are your thoughts?
I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was an awesome movie, but I'm not really a fan of this. As you know, Tower of Terror is my all-time favorite attraction.
Right.
I've been to Disneyland, but I've never ridden the one out there. When I went out there, the wait was long, and we just didn't get to it. I didn't have much time there, so I'm disappointed I didn't get to ride it. I don't know if I'm going to be back out there before it officially closes. But in Florida, Tower of Terror is my all-time favorite attraction. I love it. I'm happy they aren't touching the one in Florida. As we know, I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, and also a conversation for another day, but Universal does have theme park rights in Florida, so it's a touchy area when Disney tries to incorporate Marvel in any of their theme parks. But
plus the Hollywood Tower Hotel fits in on Sunset Boulevard very well,
and it's also the right now the icon for Hollywood Studios.
It is.
So to mess with all of that, it's not the wisest decision.
Right.
To move or change that attraction. So I think they're going to leave it alone, but hey, never say never.
Right. I'm happy it's still there in Florida. It is my favorite. I'm not really excited. Like, I don't know. I didn't want Tower of Terror to go away because I love it so much, but I know what Disney can do and what they will do with Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Oh, I agree. I think it's gonna look fantastic. Guardians. For those of you who don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which is the new movie, comes out, also comes in the summer of 2017. So they're kind of really double dipping there, like new movie, new attraction, big convention coming out. I would not be surprised, Ryan, if the guest over at D23 got an exclusive access over to Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. So that would be pretty cool. But anyway, so we're definitely getting a lot of mixed feelings about it. The breaking news, more people are not happy with this change more than people who are happy with the change. So yeah, definitely news coming out of there. And yeah, so now it's time for announcement number 2.
Yeah,
Ryan, you can
buddy.
take it away over there. Tell us what we got going on for Disney Pins blog.
All right, announcement number 2. We actually didn't even plan to really announce this on the 50th episode. Just the way it kind of worked out, it was perfect to announce it here. But we've been working on a store at Disney Pins blog. I'm sure if you visit the site in the past few months, you've probably seen the tab at the top. It didn't go anywhere because we've been building it on the back end for the past few months. But it's official. If you go to dpbstore.com, it'll take you directly to our store. We have a few pins in there you can buy. Stuff from Pop Funko. We have Tsum Tsum, different classic Disney characters, and then of course some Disney Pins blog pins and buttons, as well as Tomorrowland. We're going to continue to update the store. This is just like our soft launch, our grand opening, getting into it. So really excited that it's officially here. There's going to be a blog post announcing the grand opening of the store, and just really, really excited about this. We're also going to, in the future, try to get some exclusive pins from the parks that will appear in here as well. So the store is going to constantly be updated, and just really, really excited about it.
Yeah, I know you've been working really hard on the store, and I'm happy that it's finally up and running, and I can't wait to see it grow. And I'm looking forward to it. Go to the store right now. Check out all the awesome pins that are there, and it's gonna be really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So very excited about it.
All right, so now Ryan, I'm gonna change gears here a little bit, and we're gonna go into our favorite part of the show. Are you ready?
All right, let's do it. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! It's fun segment with Matt time.
Now, Ryan, I'm gonna get a little sentimental here.
All right.
Because, and for this fun segment with Matt, for those who just finished watching the intro, this is gonna be our last fun segment with Matt time. And we thought about it hard, and we both decided that this would be the last time it will be called Fun Segment with Matt, because with announcement number 3, we're rebranding it. We're not changing how we're doing things. We're just pretty much just changing the name. It's going to be called from Fun Segment with Matt to Disney Chit Chat.
Yeah, welcome. Disney Chit Chat.
Disney Chit Chat. So starting next week, episode 51, when we no longer calling it Fun Segment with Matt, we're going to be calling it Disney Chit Chat. It's going to be open floor to anything Disney Pins, or Disney Pins, Disney Parks, Disney anything. And pretty much the same format. We just want to change the name. I think it's time to change the name, and
we want to give it a little bit of a refresh too.
Yeah.
Just instead of keeping it stagnant, we want to keep evolving, and change is good. So
yeah, exactly. So
keep it fresh.
In our last fun segment with Matt, Ryan, let's go through the history of Disney Pins blog. I know you have a lot to say, and we think it's an appropriate time to just reflect back a little bit and kind of see, all right, where is this? Where do we come from, and where is it going? So, let's start with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Matt. Whenever you asked me about doing the fun segment with Matt, we were trying to think of a topic for the 50th, and I thought it'd be cool just to go through the history, how it started, and where we are today. So basically, for those that have been around for all 50 episodes,
I have not even been around for all 50 episodes.
No. Well, you came in around 20 or so?
20, 21, maybe 25, somewhere in the early 20s. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it started about a year ago, and I always had an idea of doing a podcast. I just really didn't know how to get it started. So at the time, my good friend Tony, he reached out. He owned a travel business called Tony's Magical Travel, and he wanted to just get more involved. He loved DisneyPinsBlog.com. It was his number one source for finding out pin news, and he just loved the site, and he wanted to be a part of it. So I brought him on as a blogger. He wrote lots of great articles, and he was in the radio business, and he wanted to do a podcast. So he came to me to do a podcast, and I already thought about it at the time, and I was like, yeah, I would like to, but I was like, I don't really have much time to do it. I was like, I don't know the first thing about doing a podcast or how to record or do any of it. And he's like, I can take care of it. He's like, I work in this field. He's like, I would just need you to do pin news, and then he's like, and then I want to talk about park happenings. So it was just kind of like we were going to keep it at 20-minute episodes. The first 10 minutes was going to be pin news. Second 10 minutes was going to be his park happenings. So for the very first 6 episodes, or actually, yeah, we launched, I believe it was in August of 2015. Yep. So our very first one, I recorded by myself, and then Tony recorded by himself, and then he put the 2 clips together, and that was the podcast. So we were like, okay, this works for now.
Yeah,
and then we were both traveling. He was on a Disney cruise, and he ended up being in Florida the same time I was in Florida, because I was down for the Pin event last year. So he was like, hey, let's meet up. This is a perfect opportunity. Let's meet up. And he was like, let's do a podcast in person. So it was episode number 6, I believe. We recorded at Downtown Disney. That's what it was called at the time. It was outside Goofy's Candy Kitchen. I still remember this. It was a really hot day. Him and I sat out on, there was a table and chairs there. We got a snack, and we recorded the podcast in person. And after we recorded, we were like, wow. The chemistry, just like the way it flowed, was perfect. Like, we have to do this talking to one another. We can't just record our parts and put them together. It's like we have to make this more of a conversation.
It kind of sparked something, didn't it?
Yes,
there.
it did. It did. So then from there on out, we started on Skype. We just started doing Skype calls, which is what Matt and I currently do. And we did that for another probably 10 to 15 episodes, and it worked really well. We talked together. They started to get a little bit longer. I think they got into like half-hour episodes. So yeah, like it worked great. It was cool. He did the park happenings, and what were you gonna say, Matt?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and then I think an episode, I believe, when we were announcing our first, when we did our first pin event.
Yeah.
Megan and I were like guest stars or guest hosts
Yeah,
on the
that's
podcast.
right.
Yeah, we were all at the B Resort and we just did the podcast together. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, we dialed Tony in, and I was with Matt and Megan. Yeah, that was a cool episode.
That was nice. I think it was episode 15, I believe. That was what it was.
Okay.
I think that's what it was, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Very cool. But yeah, then unfortunately, Tony passed away at the end of last year in December. So then from there moving forward, I didn't really know what to do. I knew I wanted to keep the podcast going because he loved the podcast. You know, he basically started the thing, and I knew he would want us to continue it. So then that's when I brought Matt on board to do it with me, and we started off with the still doing pin news, and Matt took over the park happenings. And then it kind of evolved and transitioned from there. We launched on YouTube, which was all Matt's idea, and I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, I think it was episode 30. I think it was episode 31. It was our first episode on YouTube. And I just thought, hey, if we're talking about pins, we got to show the pins somehow.
Yeah.
So what better platform to do that in our already established YouTube channel? And then thus the episode 31 forward, we've been doing this for almost 20 episodes now, which is insane.
Right.
That's about 5 months right there.
Right.
And so we started on the YouTube channel, and then from there, like, hey, if we're gonna be doing YouTube stuff, we gotta continue it. So now we're always posting on YouTube and trying to get that starting up. So that's exciting to see it grow and continue to make content for it. But with the YouTube channel, we did on YouTube, and then it was my idea again that, I feel like we should do a little more than just talking about pin news, because we do have a lot to say about it. So then that's when Fun Segment with Matt was born, and we did a little of, I think the first Fun Segment with Matt was Valentine's Day. We were like,
oh,
it was
how
like,
romantic.
Yeah, I know, right? I think it was Valentine's Day with like dating tips, or like places to go around Disney World on Valentine's Day.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I was like an idea.
You were like trying to think of places to take Megan, I think, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, why don't I just talk about this? Why not, right? And then that kind of sparked like, hey, we should do this weekly. And then Ryan, you did this funny thing. Oh shoot, it's Fun Segment with Matt time. And then I kind of rolled with it, and that became our new intro for Fun Segment with Matt. So I'm working on a new Disney Chit Chat intro, by the way. So that's coming soon. But yeah, so that came into Fun Segment with Matt, and then our episodes got longer.
Yeah.
So it definitely improved from there.
It's cool to look back and just to see how much the DPB podcast has evolved. We went from split pin news and park happenings, 20-minute episodes to now 45-minute episodes, being on iTunes. I forgot to mention that we launched on iTunes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
On not only the website, also on YouTube, and just like doing different segments now, and giveaways, and it's really cool. It's basically turned into its own little brand, a spin-off of the regular Disney Pins blog website, which is really cool. So I'm happy with the direction it's gone, just in 50 episodes, and really looking forward to the next 50.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time, and we had a new intro. I forgot to mention that. We were just having Tony's old intro that he made, and then I rebranded it and made him part of the lots and lots happening intro, and him. I took pieces of every time he said Disney Pins blog, and in my journey I found lots and lots happening, and I forgot the last thing he says. Like let's hear all about it.
Let's hear all about it.
Let's hear all about it. Yeah. So that was, I found out through my travels, and I figured this would be a great way to include Tony in every single episode, and I still feel like we've done that today, and. So yeah, especially if the intro has not played already, we are working on a new Disney podcast intro, and hopefully it'll look great. So if it played, then you guys already saw it, but if not, then it's going to be exclusively for YouTube, so because it's going to be visual and the audio still stays the same. So yeah, definitely awesome to look back, and I can't wait to see what Disney Pins blog will come up with next, at least with the podcast.
Right.
But that, everybody, is the last fun segment with Matt. I hope you guys enjoyed it, just to reflect looking back on it. And next week, say hello to Disney Chit Chat, because that's where we're going. So I can't wait. So that is all that we have for this week, but we are not done yet. Exclusively on our YouTube channel. So for our listeners, go to the YouTube channel and check it out. But exclusively for our YouTube viewers, we are about to play the Disney Pins blog. This is announcement number 4. The Disney Pins blog podcast blooper reel. It's about 9 minutes of us just trying to figure it out, and we're having a good time on it. So if you're listening, be sure to check back on our YouTube channel, click on episode 50 of our podcast, scroll down to the end. It's gonna be the last thing you see on our podcast. It's about 9 minutes long. It's gonna be fun. For those who are watching right now, be sure to stay tuned, because you're about to go in for a treat. But that is all the news we have for this week, Ryan, don't we?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed episode number 50. And don't forget, happy 50. Comment below for your entry for the giveaway.
Yeah, the link will be, for anyone watching on YouTube, the link for to go onto the link for the podcast will be in the comment or in the description below. So just click on the link and then type in happy 50. I believe you have to type in your name and your email so we can contact you if you win, right, Ryan?
Correct. Yeah, you just have to type in your name, your email address, and then comment happy 50.
Right. And then also August is going to be a big month for our YouTube channel. We have lots in store. So just because we just had unboxing week, I forgot about that. Unboxing week.
Unboxing week. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We just finished up unboxing week. Ryan, you have a couple of videos out for this week, but for the month of August, we're not done with the YouTube channel. We have plenty more videos coming up, so I can't wait for that to come into play.
Very cool. All right, well, that's it. Thanks again, everyone, for listening and watching. We really do appreciate it, and enjoy the bloopers.
Yes. All right, see everybody.
All right, bye.